Whoa there, hold up. Before you slap that for sale sign on your front lawn, we need to talk about something super important. Are you selling your home with all your furniture, or are you packing it all up? This is a question that a lot of sellers struggle with. Trust me, getting it right can make a huge difference in how fast your home sells and for how much. So today we're breaking it all down, whether it's your primary residence, lakefront home, second home, or in the vacation area like Cherokee Village. We can talk about the real pros and cons of selling an empty or furnished home. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's right for your situation. So let's get into it. All right, let's start with the idea of selling your home completely furnished. Now this isn't for everyone, but for certain homes and certain buyers, it can be a real game changer. Think about it, it's immediately move-in ready. So it'd be great for busy professionals that don't have time to box up all their stuff and move it and unbox it, or first-time home buyers that don't have any furniture, even an investor that plans to use it as a nightly rental. It's already ready to go. That furnished home is incredibly appealing to all of them. They literally just need their clothes and foods and they're ready to go in. Plus, it's kind of like good staging. It's got everything you need there, which is lots of times what's recommended when you're selling. You can showcase the potential of the space. It helps the buyers visualize themselves living there, making it feel warm and inviting. So if your furniture is stylish and well maintained and it fits the style of the home, this could definitely work in your favor. It can even justify our higher price range if we're, again, talking about some pretty nice furniture. So we are talking about the premium for that convenience and design. So I recently did sell one that was partially furnished, and these people were moving from out of state and it was going to be their second home. So there's definitely a pool of buyers out there that this would be a benefit to. Now on the other hand, selling furnished can come with a downside, especially if you're emotionally attached to certain pieces, or if your furnishings aren't quite what a buyer would want. Maybe it's something really only you would like. So if your taste in furniture might not match the buyer that you're probably shooting for, that's probably not a good idea to leave the furniture there. What you may see as charming and rustic, someone else might see as dated and very personal. So if the buyer starts asking you to itemize every chair, lamp, and side table, negotiations can also get really messy. You might want to keep it very simplified to exactly what the home, and then not have to worry about the furniture. It can get really complicated. And there's a legal side of that too. You need to actually have that detailed list and what's staying and what's going, and you'll have to have a bill of sale, and then it becomes a part of the contract, and it can complicate further negotiations if any repairs or anything comes up. So, and then if you accidentally say that you're gonna sell it and then you take it with you, or the movers take it and they weren't supposed to take it, then it can cause a big upset and everybody's at each other's throat because you said you were gonna do that and you didn't do it. So it is important that you have the home under contract with all the details in there about the furniture, so nobody has a question about what's staying and what's going. And I also have a home under contract recently where the house is listed as fully furnished, and that's what the seller would have preferred to done because they were going through a divorce, but the buyer doesn't want any of it. They have all their own stuff, so now the seller's going to have to find a place to go for it. So again, it just really matters what is important to you. It's hard for the seller to know what a buyer is going to want. So you do have some options. They make it more negotiable, so that's not a definite that you have to take it or you don't have to take it. Now, selling your home completely empty also has its advantages. While it might seem less appealing because you don't have anything in the home, it's just empty, but going unfurnished offers a lot of advantages, especially you're going to have a larger pool of buyers that are interested. When a home is empty, it's really that blank canvas for them to see. They can imagine their own furniture, how they would like to lay it out, put their own style in it, and they're not distracted by your taste in sofa or your collection of ceramic cats. You know, whoever has those, that's okay. But an empty house often feels more spacious because there's not furniture and boxes cluttering it up. Plus you can let more natural light in, and again, that makes it larger. It allows it to highlight the architecture and how the rooms flow and the floor plan, and maybe even any recent renovations that you did to improve the space. Plus, from a logistical standpoint, it's just plain easier for you as a seller. You don't have to worry about the wear and tear on your furniture. You don't have to worry about somebody stealing something while it's being shown. And plus, it doesn't have to become part of the contract. You don't have any extra negotiations to go back and forth on. So it's clean, it's simple, and allows for a quicker, less complicated closing. So what if you're not fully committed to selling everything, but you still want to make a great impression on your buyer? So this is where a hybrid approach comes in, and it's often the sweet spot for many sellers. This means strategically staging your home, perhaps in keeping some key pieces that define the space, like maybe a dining room table, a living room set that perfectly fits in the living room and the style of the home. Professional home stagers are masters at this, and they'll bring in just enough furniture and decor to highlight the best features of your home without making it feel cluttered or overly personal, because we all know we need to declutter and depersonalize. So the staging gives buyers a sense of the scale and purpose for each room, while still allowing them to envision their own lives there, because it's usually not every room in the house. It's about creating the lifestyle, not dictating it. And guess what? This kind of strategy is some of the ways that I tell you to sell your home faster in this download that I put in the description below. Seriously, you need to check it out, and to help you along with your selling process. Now let's talk about dollars and cents. Does selling your home furnished actually boost your sale price? Sometimes yes, but not always. If your furnishings are high-end, custom-made, designer level, then they can add value, but only if the buyer sees that value. On the other hand, if it's standard, worn out furniture, it's not going to add value. And in fact, the buyer may see it as a potential draw away from the home, because now they have to get rid of all this furniture they want. If you really want to sweeten the deal, it would be better if you gave them the option to do either or. In more cases, it's more about the convenience than the pure value. So if you're downsizing or moving far away, including the furnishing can save you on moving costs, and that's money in your pocket too. So you have to decide which way you want it. If you want the buyer to get it or you not want to move it, it might not work both ways. So you just got to figure out what works best for you. Now, another strategy to consider is, instead of advertising the home as furnished, like the price includes the furnishing, just consider offering the furnishings as a bonus or an add-on. You can say furnishings negotiable, or an option to purchase furnishings if you want to. That way you leave the door open to the buyer. It doesn't make them obligated to take care of your stuff if they don't want to. So if the buyer loves with the whole setup, the house is perfect, then they can make an offer on the whole package. If not, no pressure. So this approach just gives you flexibility and keeps a focus on the home first, and also gives the buyer the flexibility so they don't feel obligated to buy the furniture they don't want. You can always negotiate furniture into the final deal if it sweetens the pot without complicating the listing up front. Okay, so we talked about your options, but how do you decide what's right for you? It's really going to come down to a few key factors. If you're selling a luxury property, a vacation home, fully renovated, selling furnished can absolutely attract a premium buyer that they're looking for the turnkey experience. Even an investor that wants a fully furnished home for a nightly rental, it can be very appealing for that immediate income. But if your furniture is outdated, worn down, doesn't match the style of your home, selling your furnished will actually detract from the sale price of your home. In that case, you definitely want to clear it out or potentially do the staging, but leaving it empty is probably your best bet. Now, most homes are going to benefit from the staging. It really is the way to go. It offers the best of both worlds, showcasing the home's potential while still allowing the buyers to project their own vision on the property. Ultimately, thinking about your target buyer, the condition and style of your furnishings, and your convenience are all going to play into your decision. Alright, so there you have it. Do empty homes sell faster? It's not a one-size-fits-all answer, but by understanding the pros and cons of each approach, you can make the best decision for your unique situation. Remember, the goal is always to make your home as appealing as possible to the widest range of buyers. Seriously, don't forget to download the 7 ways to sell your home faster. It's in the description, and it'll give you even more insider tips and tricks to help you get that sold sign up in record time. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed day.